What's cooking, folks? Vermillion Phoenix here, and today we're jumping into some Zamb Endless Extermination. Now, this game is actually, I don't believe it's out yet. The developers look like they've been working on getting a release for a while, went through a few name changes, and I think they switched from publishing through another group to self-publishing via Steam. Looks like they plan on releasing it sometime in the near future. And you can tell that they've been working on it quite a while because there are a ton of features in this thing. It's kind of sorry, just because of my headphones. But yeah, I've been looking at the game. They offered me the key or access to it early so that I could kind of show it off to you guys. Played through the tutorial so that I kind of have a grip on it. There's an endless mode, local and online, because you're always playing with two characters. There's Sai, the close range melee guy, and then Chrome, your weapons expert. And it's interesting the way that they have this set up. Right now, it looks like they have about 15 stages available by default. There may be more, but you actually get a lot of replayability out of the stages as they exist right now. And that's mainly because of, well, let's just take a quick look at the objectives. You have three main objectives, or I should say three base objectives. Finish the stage and then, go for some sort of high score. Which is basically gained by pulling off combos and dealing damage to the enemies, protecting your cores, the little reactor symbols that you have here, and making sure that these guys don't actually get from where they spawn over to them. But then you'll have three additional objectives, sorry, not adjectives, not parts of speech. But these will vary based on the map that you're playing and have you do something very specific, like use a specific ability to kill a certain amount of enemies, don't use certain abilities or turrets, and do a specific combo at least 3 times. And what I also thought was really cool about this is, wait, maybe it's not here. If I go to the encyclopedia. So all of these things here are hints and information about everything that they've sort of developed for the game so far. The characters, the different enemies that you'll be fighting, the turrets that you have access to, and the powers. But one of the things that I thought was cool were the hints and the combos. So they have combos have specific names in this game, and the names that each one will be listed under will essentially tell you what you need to do to trigger them. So you'll see Frostbitten requires that you use either Impulse Gun and Ice Cold Trap, Cooldown and Impact Orb, or Cooldown and Seismic Weave. And it'll almost always be a combination of a tower from Psy and a tower from Chrome and an ability from Psy. Ice Cold Trap is Psy, Toxic Mortar is going to be Chrome. So it gives you an idea about how to pair up your abilities and such too. And even when you get down to it, you only start with 3 abilities for each character, but playing with the characters to level them up offers you the ability to unlock more powers. It looks like they have 7 in the game so far. I'm not sure what the end result will eventually be. Maybe it'll just be capped at 7. But for each power, you have a number of upgrades for them, and each upgrade costs a skill point. So you can freely respec these. If I want everything gone, just select the power and have everything removed from it. It'll automatically remove everything that comes after it as well. And then when you want to purchase something and upgrade it, you just go ahead and mouse over the respective upgrade and hit buy, and that go ahead buffs it up for you. So that's cool. It means you can like really change how you want everything to behave on the fly. You can only have 3 powers or turrets at once, so that gives you a good amount of replayability for the different 15 or so maps that were displayed on that front page as well. And again, I haven't even played through this long enough to determine where everything is, but this is just kind of nuts. Just with the amount of stuff that's in it so far. There's about 7 turrets, and I have 4 of them unlocked so far. So we'll have to keep playing there. And Psy had, or some, I'm sorry, not Psy. This is Chrome. Chrome has his own skill points, and these points are gained by leveling the characters up, and then you can spend them however you deem fit. So with this guy, I think I want to go to the Lifesaver. The Lifesaver already has its 5 points. Go ahead and just max out the range on our impulse gun, and then give it some more HP. And then we'll go through and jump into the first stage. You want to use the Ice Cold Trap to defeat 5 enemies. You can decide before you go into it how you want everything to behave. You can have both enemies controlled by the mouse. You can split them between controllers, player 1 and 2, or you can just have an AI control somebody. And once we get in, you can actually tab between the 2 characters to decide who you want to control. So it's just interesting, and I don't think I've seen anything like this before. I mean, they're not leaning heavily on the tower defense or the action aspects of the game, but they both seem pretty strong. So you have Chrome and his short range projectile attacks here. Now there's a rapid fire if you hold down the middle mouse button, but then if you can tap really fast, he doesn't seem to have a capped frame rate, so you can get some really ridiculous damage going there. And then Psy just has this melee attack, which does almost triple the damage of Chrome's gun. It would be kind of OP comparatively if it wasn't for, you know, the nutso amount of rapid fire that you can pull off. But the way that the maps tend to flow is these, I believe, are the spawn points, and then you have to go and hack a reactor. Hacking the reactor involves essentially going up to it and pushing a key, and then sort of dancing around it while these sentry turrets come out and start trying to whack you in the face for a bit. You avoid them long enough, or let your partner deal damage to them until they get destroyed. And push back here. You'll see there's a turret coming out. They sort of hop out of the top of the reactors. Okay, so one thing that I didn't do that I should have is set up some towers here. Now, you don't have a way to heal in this game by default. Okay. Just gonna back away from these guys. So these can't be moved. Towers can though. And either character can pick these up to replace them. But only only Chrome can summon new ones, sorry. The one thing that I do seem to have an issue with is it's not hold and release to actually summon the new towers. You sort of just have to you sort of have to like mouse over it and then like right click while moving in the direction of the skill and then letting it go really quickly. I'm not sure if that's just some odd glitch with my control scheme or if there's something else happening here. Now you'll see what he's doing there is launching a sort of big attack. You have a charge attack with your primary attack, that deals extra damage.
Reactor under attack.
Sometimes the hold works, sometimes it doesn't. Alright, that's a move speed buff. You have the ability to upgrade turrets too by when you have enough of the gem resource there, you just move over to the turret and hit R, which is good. Beat a Zamb. Out of the way. Turrets can also just be destroyed, so you want to be careful with that too. Alright. Well, I failed at using the traps. I forgot actually how to trigger them. And that's probably fault of mine. Let me see if I can check the controls real quick. Controls, detonate traps, left shift. Okay, that makes sense. I'll go back and do that on my own time though. Do not equip the impulse gun turret. Use lightning bolt combo at least 3 times. What did I need for that combo again? This is why this is good. Lightning bolt. Different, I think. Lightning bolt is thunderstorm and lightning orb. Thunderstorm is shock ray, or laser sniper and lightning orb. Laser sniper and shock ray. I don't know if I have the laser tower yet. No, so not using the impulse gun means that we won't be able to actually use that particular ability. Let me go and this is why it's important to be able to reset this early too. It doesn't feel like you've dumped your skills into something that you can't use. Alright, we max the range on the cooldown, and then increase the explosion area. We won't worry too much about the damage right now. Don't think I'm gonna try to use this yet. We'll go back into this a little bit later. For now, I think we're going to put a bit more use into the lightning orb. The range is fine. Explosion area is going to be the important bit. And then bonus XP from combos. I don't think we'll have anything that we can create the combos with right now, so that won't matter too much. Probably means reset that skill, put 1 into it, and then increase the damage instead. The cooldown doesn't matter too much. I kind of wish there was a way to reduce the cost of abilities, but maybe there's something that will come into play later. Let's go ahead and get this started.
Ready for hacking. Accessing.
Always go around the map and collect the canisters with the energy in it. Without it, you will not be able to summon any towers in the beginning, and it will cause you some issues. Now, that first explosive barrel which I shot, you didn't have to. You can pick those up and toss them. Of course, me doing that now completely wastes them. But yeah, now you know that you can do stuff with them. You can pick the reactor that you start at, which is nice. Okay, by default, this will heal characters only. If you increase the heal power, eventually it becomes able to heal reactors and turrets. This is your only way to get healing, as far as I'm aware, in the game. And so that makes it really important. However, it itself can be destroyed, but it lets you be a bit more reckless with just how you fight everything. And then you just kind of back over to it and let it spray your health up, and you're good to go. Are we being attacked from more than one direction? No, it's just spawning a bunch of stuff. But you can see, even with the rapid fire spam here, you can wind up taking quite a bit of damage. So it is not necessarily easy, which is one of the reasons why I think the lifesaver is in fact a lifesaver. They're trying to kill it though. Don't want them to destroy it. Oh, they got the tower and my reactor. Okay, so that's probably one of the reasons why you shouldn't just allow or toss your resources out as quickly as I did. There's these areas that you get where you can place your traps as well, and the towers, and they get significant boosts. In this case, the ice tower, the cooldown that I have placed over here, is going to oof. More enemies coming. A boost automatically refills stats there. Your HP goes up to max. Very helpful. We got 2 cooldowns going. Gonna go ahead and turn that up to its 2nd level. All towers have 4 levels, and I believe you have access to them from the beginning of the game. Okay, now I need to activate this.
Ready for hacking.
Oh, whoops, I accidentally upgraded it. Didn't mean to do that. Wanted to actually summon another cooldown, but that'll be alright. We're going to sort of place these behind the tower. You don't seem to have any time here either. It's really all about just giving yourself time to set up and then properly defend. And I don't think there's a way to disassemble any of your turrets either. They just have to get destroyed, or you keep them alive, so that's another thing. So build one of those. Move that a little bit closer so it can try to heal. Alright, looks like you only need half a boost bar to boost. That determines how long it lasts, and you get a damage increase with the HP restoration that comes with that. Okay, we want another cooldown. I will say the defenses here probably don't look as clean as they could in some of the other tower defense games, where everything is just like 100%. It's really more about your scoring and combos here than just trying to perfectly defend everything. Although, not too bad. I got about 42,000. I'm about 12,000 off. Total scores right here. They give you the score per character too. Try again. Does it just throw you back in, or can you reselect your towers and such? It just throws you back in. Okay. Not gonna go back through that stage right now. We did clear it, and you level up just by killing the enemies. It gains you experience. Your skills and everything aren't tied directly to, or at least your skill points aren't tied directly to how well you do on the stage, but more so how long you continue to play the game. But then what do we have here? Right. Move into the third stage. And I think I want to drop the gas emitter. It's not bad, but I want to actually do this. No reactors lost. Finish stage under 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Do not let any hero die. So I haven't had a hero die yet, but this looks like a relatively larger stage. We have 2 long range turrets and a healing turret. I think that should be solid. We got our mine, the ice mine, the lightning power up, and the impact blast for Psy. Go in and take a look. You survived so far, but your luck is about to run out. See, I'm preparing a little surprise for you. You'll see soon. Know that if you tell us, it's no longer a surprise. Why do they always have to do this? This reminds me very much of a Saturday morning cartoonish, like Ben 10 vibe, with the aesthetic and the sort of, idea that everybody's like a spy trying to save the world against some crazy scientists. Sweet. Get a movement boost. Do we have anything else? They're going after my last reactor. Or not my last one, but the one that I managed to keep alive so far. I should have made sure that I had its HP restored, and I did not. That was entirely my fault. And I understand why. Like, I would think that it'd be a good idea for them to... Oh, great. If that one goes down, I lose. All right. Let's redo that because I know I can do a bit better. So first, let's gather up all of the resource.
Ready for hacking.
Okay, that's enough for one of most of the towers that we have here. It's a good idea to probably start with this one in the center. And then we're going to go ahead and just drop a cooldown right there. Because the center one gives us the most space to move around in, and we can place the cooldown tower, which has the best range out of the towers that we have selected so far. When we get that going well, we can sort of place the cheaper, faster firing towers around it and have them deal damage while the enemies are slowed. Right, nice. All right, so we have the resource for it now. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a healer. Okay, so this one can actually shoot almost over into the area over here. Not quite by itself though, but if we decide to drop one of these bad boys. Hack. It looks like they're just coming from over here right now. Gonna get a charge going. Oh, so one of the things that I did mention is those red shields are an invulnerability field. You can't kill enemies while they're in that space. All right, come on, dude. I'm gonna need you not to go and get yourself killed. No. Whose boost is ready? I mean, I do have a heal going on for it right now, so it's not quite as bad. These tank things are tough. Wow, okay. So I don't think there's any actual refund or anything you get for your stuff if your turrets die. And so that took me a while to actually get that, you know, just summoned so that it would work right. And that's what I mean. Like, there's still some mechanical issues that seem to be popping up whenever you try to summon things. It could just be because I don't know if the game is designed primarily for controller or keyboard and mouse, but that seems to be an issue for me. Okay. So you're gonna need a heal, buddy. Apparently they don't like you placing it in the shadows. All right, we'll place you right here then. And we'll take these guys, move them a bit closer in, right here. Alright, so it looks like Sai's got a full boost now, or at least 3/4 of one. Brahm's got a full boost. Sweet. Wait, what? Oh, it must have been a turret that I left on the outside and forgot about. Oh, it was this turret. Oh no. Wait, so where is he? He died. Okay. So they auto revive at a reactor should they go down. Or for that map wasn't as high as it could have been. I probably need to work on my turret placement and everything. Filled all of these. Not by too far though. The time wasn't too bad, but I should probably get more used to just how that needs to be set up. Thunderstorm, unleash the power of storm on your enemies. Shoots in a cone so it can hurt several enemies at once. Short range and high damage. Acid trap, planet, detonate to trap your enemies in a pool of toxins that make them vulnerable to all attacks. Medium damage, explosion area medium. Okay, so you can see the new ability, new turrets. Turrets are always more expensive than size abilities because ideally, if they're defended well, then you get to keep them. Most important thing here, probably going to be actually adding some turret HP. But I think that's going to be it for now. I played a good bit of this. There's a couple of other games that I'll probably be showing off that I've run into. Some are old, some are new. Just to show off some other tower defense things that I think are cool for you guys to check out. Either way, let me know what you think about Zamb. I'll include a link to the game's Steam page so that you guys can follow its progress if you want to take a look at it for yourselves. But either way, thanks for tuning in. I sincerely appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And until next time, as always, have a good one, folks.